Good morning, greetings friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and frequently deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health, to your well-being, to your vitality, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side to help clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and high blood pressure, obesity, skin diseases like acne and psoriasis and eczema and rosacea, fibromyalgia, migraine headaches, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is always a healing system. It's always a regenerating system. It is always designed on a divine basis to heal, renew, regenerate, moment to moment, day by day. And while some folks may call that a miracle, this renewing and regenerating system is really just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you're not feeling as well as you think you should be, if you want to get off your meds, help a loved one get off their meds, if you want to get on a good nutritional supplement program, we welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261, 855-660-4261. If you want to learn about any of the longevity products or purchase any of the longevity products, you can head over to brightsideben.com. We have a shopping cart up with all the longevity products you hear advertised on the program that we recommend on the program, including my personal favorite, the BTT, Beyond Tangy Tangerine, now Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0. It's a wonderful way to get your liquid vitamins, your fatty vitamins, amino acids, chondroitin, MSM, glucosamine in a tasty fashion. It's around $50 a canister. Most folks will notice results like more energy, weight loss, reduction in their dosages of prescription drugs within 1 or 2 doses. It's $50 a canister. You can find out all about it at brightsideben.com, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about joining the team, too, for a one-time $10 fee. You can start a longevity business and enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business. I write off my sample products. I write off gas mileage. I write off part of my home office. For a one-time $10 fee, just those tax breaks alone, you can make your money back. Not to mention the fact that you'll get your products at the wholesale price, and you can start a business and make some money selling longevity products, and some folks are making quite a bit of money selling longevity products. You can ask the folks on the Brightside Ben phone team about joining the Brightside Ben team. 866-735-2470 is their number, or you can also click on the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com. And by the way, you can also check out my blog, pharmacistben.com. I got an article I'm posting today on one of my favorite longevity products. Actually, my favorite longevity product next to the BTT, the Z-Radical. We don't talk about the Z-Radical a lot, but I posted a nice article about fucoidin and fucose, the polysaccharide, the long-chain sugar that's in the Z-Radical product that is responsible for so many of its benefits. You can read up on that at pharmacistben.com. And for you guys with an Android phone, you can also download the Brightside phone app. Thank you to Ted Anderson at the Genesis Communication Network. Okay. Let's see, last time we were speaking, we talked about the movement of cells, skin cells, as they rise up to the top, this movement that cells take, this ride that cells take from the bottom of the skin to the top of the skin is called transit time or turnover time. This movement from the bottom to the top, its turnover time takes around 4 to 8 weeks. As we get older, turnover time slows down, takes more like 8 weeks. Younger skin has a faster turnover time, more along the lines of 4 or 5 weeks. This is one of the most important markers of aging skin in general, how fast skin cells move from the bottom upwards to the top. And it's a major marker of skin aging. It's a major marker of all aging, but it's a major marker, especially for our purposes today anyway, of skin aging. This movement upwards of skin cells from the bottom to the top is more than just movement, because as cells are rising from the top to the bottom, they're taking on a different shape. Keyword there, different shape. Because this process is actually referred to as differentiation, and it is very, very, very important when it comes to understanding the health of the body. Diseases like cancer are differentiation diseases, psoriasis, eczema, and as we'll find out here in a little bit, acne as well is a differentiation health issue. As cells are moving upwards from the bottom to the top, they're shape-shifting. They're changing shape, and this shape-shifting process as cells take on a different shape is referred to as differentiation. And this differentiation process, from a biochemical perspective, is one of the most important processes in all of biology. Think about it. You got a cell. It's kind of amorphous, doesn't have much of a characteristic, but over the course of 4 to 8 weeks, it develops tremendous characteristics. It matures, if you will, and as it develops these characteristics, other things are happening. Different kinds of chemicals are being secreted out of the cells as they're taking on different shapes. And each step is very important because each step in this differentiation process triggers the next step. So every step has to happen in an orderly fashion. That's why this process is so critical. In fact, I consider it to be one of the most important processes in the entire biochemical scheme, along with cell division. Cell division, how cells divide into two. One cell will split up and divide into two. And cell differentiation, how the cells take on different shapes as they mature. These are the two most important things that cells do. And this differentiation process is incredibly complicated. And there's all kinds of biochemical steps that have to take place in a perfectly coordinated fashion. As these cells are changing shape, as these cells are maturing, as these cells are differentiating, they are secreting proteins. They're secreting fats and oils. And each different cell shape is producing a different blend of secretions, a different blend of proteins and fats. That means when this differentiation process gets messed up, cells are not going to be secreting the same proteins and the same fats and the same chemicals. And because this blend of proteins and fats secreted from the cells as they're moving upward triggers the next shape, the next level upwards. Once this differentiation process breaks down, cells can start to grow too fast, cells can start to grow too slow, there can be an incomplete differentiation and you end up with lots of immature cells. You can end up with patches of bare skin. This is what eczema is. Eczema is a classic sign of a differentiation disease. You get these patches of skin that are the manifestation of incomplete differentiation. Or on the other hand, you can get turnover time that's too fast. And that results in incomplete or immature cells piling on top of each other, forming something called plaques, and we call that psoriasis. And that's another classic example of messed up skin cell differentiation. How many of you guys have heard of differentiation? Probably very few people have heard of this differentiation process, yet everybody knows about psoriasis, everybody knows about eczema, and these are classic manifestations of this little-known cell process, little-known but super important cell process called differentiation. So what is it that causes differentiation problems? Clearly, they're a big health crisis. Cancer, psoriasis, eczema, acne, as we'll talk about here in a minute. These are all differentiation diseases. What is it that causes these differentiation issues? Don't you think it's something we should be talking about, something we should know? What is it that causes differentiation problems? Well, it's not going to be any surprise to folks who've been listening to The Bright Side for a long time because it's the same thing that causes all health issues. Everything from erectile dysfunction to male pattern baldness to ingrown toenails. It's all the same thing. The medical model wants us confused. The medical model wants us dependent. The medical model wants us to be wards, dependent on their authority, their white coat authority. Here's a prescription for you. We don't really know what causes it, but here's some prednisone or some benzoyl peroxide. If we don't understand these basic fundamental causes, we will continue to become victims. And you know what, folks? At the end of the day, it really isn't that complicated. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this.
For health and vitality for you, your family, and friends, get the Healthy Start Pack from Longevity, as recommended by registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
If you're a junk food junkie, getting on the Healthy Start Pack is one of the best ways to wean yourself off of processed snack foods and start putting good nutrition in your body. If you have a loved one who's dealing with heart disease or any health challenge, the Healthy Start Pack makes a great gift. If you have a grandparent or a parent in a nursing home, you will be amazed at the difference a once-a-day dose of the Healthy Start Pack will make in your loved one's energy levels, in their memory, in their mood, and in their general outlook on life.
Give the gift of optimal health to your loved ones and order the Healthy Start Pack from Longevity by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470 or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
Gold. If you listen to the radio, watch TV, or surf the net, you're hearing about gold. Eventually you will ask yourself, is gold right for me? The answer might surprise you. We protect ourselves and our families from many things. Do you have medical insurance? Is your home insured? Do you carry life insurance? How about financial insurance? If you own gold, then the answer is yes. If you don't own gold, the question is, why don't you have financial insurance? We put our faith in things we trust. Do you trust the dollar? Do you trust the economy? Do you trust the government? Gold has always been something you can trust. For thousands of years, people have put their faith in gold. Where will you put your faith? Now's the time to protect yourself and your family. Call Midas Resources today at 1-800-686-2237, extension 242. 1-800-686-2237, extension 242. And ask for Jim Parker. Let me help you get started today. 1-800-686-2237, extension 242.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
There are those curious about Bitcoins and those using and making money with Bitcoins. What are Bitcoins? A Bitcoin is the first decentralized currency that can be easily transferred from person to person over the Internet. No bank needed. This means lower fees, and accounts can never be frozen, limited, or closed. You are in control of your money. And the best part? You can start earning and making money with Bitcoins right away. No computer or expertise is required to earn money with Bitcoins, and a growing number of merchants now accept Bitcoins. Plus, they're easily exchanged for dollars, euros, and more. Learn more about the easiest, cheapest, most profitable way to enter the Bitcoin market and get paid every 2 weeks by one of the fastest growing Bitcoin miners in the world at cloudhashing.com. Just like it sounds, cloudhashing.com. That's cloudhashing.com. We mine your business.
Are you tired of searching for great talk radio?
Something more important.
Search no more. We are the GCN Radio Network.
On the bright side, I am Pharmacist Ben. Our number today, 855-660-4261. Get on board early. The phone lines do fill up quickly. We do have two lines open for you, 855-660-4261. If you want to learn more about the longevity products, you can head over to my website, brightsideben.com, and take a look at our shopping cart. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. Ask them about joining the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start a longevity business, make some money selling longevity products, and enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business. Or you can click on the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com. Okay, so differentiation is behind many, or differentiation issues, differentiation defects are behind many of the health issues that we deal with in this country. Osteoporosis can be a differentiation health issue. Acne can be a differentiation health issue. Psoriasis, eczema, cancer can be associated with problems with differentiation. So it seems like we should know what the heck differentiation is and what causes these differentiation pathologies, these differentiation breakdowns. Well, it'll come as no surprise to you guys who've been listening to The Bright Side for any period of time, because we talk about this all the time. The medical model wants us confused about what causes disease, what causes health challenges, what causes our breakdowns. It'll have us running around like a chicken without a head, going from this diagnostic test to that diagnostic test, from this specialist to that specialist, and nobody ever seems to have any answers. Well, the fact of the matter is, health challenges are not medical issues. That's the dirty little secret about medicine. Health challenges are not medical issues. The only medical issue that we should ever have to deal with is getting hit by a bus or having something fall on top of our head. Our degenerative chronic diseases are not medical issues. They are basically based in two fundamental problems. The two main causes of all degenerative disease, the two main causes of all differentiation health issues. When it comes to the skin, the two main causes of psoriasis and eczema and acne, all of which are differentiation issues, are number one, inflammation. And I'm not talking about the kind of inflammation that you get when you sprain your ankle. Whenever we hear the word inflammation, there's this tendency to think of a big, puffy, swollen ankle. When I talk about inflammation as it relates to disease, I'm talking about microscopic cell inflammation, the kind of inflammation that occurs in a microscopic sense. This is so important, guys, because the tendency is to say, well, I don't have any inflammation. If you have acne, eczema, psoriasis, cysts, osteoporosis, high blood pressure, Alzheimer's disease, male pattern baldness, anything going awry in the body, guaranteed 100% at some level, on the microscopic cellular level, you got yourself an inflammatory barricade. And the second reason why we get these health challenges and differentiation pathologies included is nutritional deficiency. When it comes to differentiation, it's especially around fatty nutrients, essential fatty acids, vitamin A, vitamin D, as a result of poor intake of these substances, or very significantly, fat malabsorption. I know I talk about fat malabsorption 5 times a day on this program. It's so important, because no matter what you're taking, if you're not absorbing, not only isn't it going to do you any good, it may make matters worse as these nutrients pile up. So fat malabsorption, nutritional deficiency, and inflammation are behind all health challenges, but especially differentiation issues. Here's the take-home message, folks. This is the most important point, the single most important point to recognize when it comes to health in general, the single most important point to recognize if we are going to free ourselves from the slavery and tyranny and fascism of what I call the medical model. Make no mistake about it. It is tyranny, the classic example of tyranny, the medical model. Try checking yourself into a hospital and then telling them you want to take your nutritional supplements, and you'll see what I mean by tyranny. Oh, you can't take those nutritional supplements when you're here. That's going to interfere with your drugs. I love that one. When they tell you can't take your vitamins because it'll interfere with your poison. Or you can't eat broccoli because it will interfere with your poison. You can't eat green leafy vegetables because it will interfere with your poison. This would be funny if it wasn't so darn tragic. So anyway, here's the take-home message, folks, and this is the most important point, and this is underlines the simplicity of the health process of getting our body back into its God-given healthy state. Our health challenges, no matter what they are, folks, our health challenges are not problems as much as they are signs of problems. Our male pattern baldness, our acne, our eczema, our erectile dysfunction, our cancer, God forbid, our heart disease are not the problems. They're the signs of the problems. This is why you're not going to find solutions to your health challenges in formulas, magic formulas. Oh, rub this on your head and your hair will grow. Rub this on your skin and your zits will disappear. Rub this on your muscles and your muscles will get bigger. Rub this on your thyroid. Take this formula for your thyroid. Your thyroid will get better. You're not going to find solutions to your health challenges and formulas and prescriptions and surgical procedures or anywhere in the medical model or in the pseudo-medical model, which is unfortunately what naturopathy has become. And functional medicine. Now doctors have something they call functional medicine. You're not going to find solutions in functional medicine or pseudo-medicine or medicine. High blood pressure, adrenal fatigue, osteoporosis, autoimmune disease, skin diseases, these are all the manifestations of problems, not the problems. The problems are at the level of the cell, at the microscopic level of the cell. Remember, all disease is cell disease, and that means a cell that's not getting fed or oxygenated or detoxified becomes dysfunctional and ultimately dies. The body protects itself from this dying cell, this dysfunctional cell, by walling it off, by barricading it with fluids and fiber, creating a microscopic dam that you can't see with your eyes. You need a microscope to see. Just like a beaver makes a dam, a little microscopic dam is created by the body to wall off this dysfunctional cell that has become dysfunctional from starvation, lack of oxygen, increased toxification. And this little wall, this microscopic dam or barricade is called inflammation, which unfortunately creates more starvation, suffocation, and toxification, which creates more inflammation, which creates more starvation and suffocation and toxification, and you end up with this vicious, never-ending, degenerative cycle. That means, folks, inflammation, starvation, suffocation, toxification, leading to more inflammation is behind every single health issue you can name, even as something as male pattern baldness, is the result of an inflammatory cascade that begins almost always, probably always, at the digestive system level. This is so important because it's our power, people. This is where we have power. This is where we have control. This is where we can reverse the disease and breakdown process is at the digestive system level. It's true about the entire body, and it's especially true about the skin, which grows faster than any other system of the body, save perhaps the digestive system. Skin cells and skin diseases, whether we're talking acne, psoriasis, or eczema, are exactly the same as any other disease in the body. All disease is cell disease, and all skin disease is likewise skin cell disease. Breakdowns in how cells move and divide and grow and mature and take on different shapes. These are not so much the problem as they are the signs of the problem, the symptom of the problem. And the problem is always going to be found at the inflammatory and nutritional level. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back with more good health information in your phone calls right after this. Don't go away.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Are you still a traditional smoker? Now experience a new lifestyle and try vaping with e-cigarettes by LeSig. Imagine no ashes, stains, nasty smell, or coughing and hacking. With LeSig e-cigarettes' revolutionary microelectronic technology, rechargeable battery, and unique replaceable cartridge, you'll get all the benefits and satisfaction of smoking without the hazards. Choose your taste from a wide variety of our new American-made vape-free e-liquids at LeSig.com. And LeSig smokes the competition competition by serving thousands of worldwide customers with real people customer service, fast, free, same-day shipping, and a 30-day warranty and satisfaction guarantee. So are you ready for a new vaping lifestyle? Then call 870-518-4307. That's 870-518-4307. Or visit LeSig.com, spelled LECIG.com. LeSig e-cigarettes for today's modern smoker.
Wouldn't it be nice to have one product that replaces more than 10, saving you space, time, and money? HempUSA.org has a complete full-spectrum vitamin mineral detox formulation called Micro Plant Powder Gold. Micro Plant Powder Gold contains 101 vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and iodine. Has a 100-year shelf life and is a perfect addition to any storage shelter. Make Micro Plant Powder Gold your choice. Call 888-910-4367 or visit HempUSA.org today.
HempUSA.org has a revolutionary wonder food for detoxing the body and rebuilding the immune system.
Microplant powder can help unclog arteries and soften heart valves while removing heavy metals, virus, fungus, bacteria, and parasites. Plus, it cleans and purifies the blood, lungs, stomach, and colon. Keep your body clean with Microplant powder. Order today at 888-910-4367 or visit HempUSA.org.
Do you know what is the number one item to stockpile? Here's why I ask. We're in the middle of a global food crisis because of extreme drought, deadly disasters, and stupid decisions by those boneheads in the government. I found 4 warning signs that show that a major food crisis is on our doorstep, and we're just one more trigger away from a devastating disaster. And when that happens, or God forbid you have to deal with another natural disaster, do you really want to rely on FEMA to feed you and your family? That's why Smart Patriots have secured their own stockpile of survival food. Log on to stockpile1.com to see a little-known secret that instantly saves you and your family from natural disasters and the coming food crisis. Go watch my video at stockpile1.com. Again, that's stockpile1.com.
People are taking charge of their lives with healthier lifestyles. That's why you have to experience the Raleigh-Durham Gluten and Allergen-Free Wellness Event. One day only, Saturday, August 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Durham Convention Center in Durham, North Carolina. Explore the Gluten and Allergen-Free Wellness Event, where learning is fun and delicious. Discover the world of gluten-free with free samples, cooking demonstrations, and lectures with well-known members of the gluten-free community. Enter the raffle, and you could win the grand prize of a catered barbecue from Bone Suckin' Sauce, valued at $3,000. The Raleigh-Durham Gluten and Allergen-Free Wellness Event, August 17th at the Durham Convention Center. For more, visit RaleighlEIGHGlutenFreeExpo.blogspot.com. RaleighGlutenFreeExpo.blogspot.com. Presented by Udi's Gluten Free, Glutino, Enjoy Life Foods, and Youngevity.
The GCN Radio Network, providing the world with hard-hitting talk radio. GCN. Great talk radio starts here.
Hi, we're back on the bright side talking about skin health issues and really all health issues. Skin health issues being skin being a microcosm of the whole body. Skin health issues being a microcosm of all health issues. Skin cells grow fast, so you can learn a lot about how the body moves, about how cells in the body move by studying the skin. Most skin health issues, or many skin health issues, are differentiation diseases, differentiation breakdowns, how cells take on different shapes. And these, in turn, are all the result of the same thing that causes all health breakdown: inflammation, number one, microinflammation, and nutritional deficiency, or combinations of the two. I wanted to talk about the formation of a pimple. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll tell you how a pimple actually is formed, how it relates to these differentiation crises, and how you can use nutritional supplements to deal with pimples. We'll do that tomorrow, but before you get to our phone calls, 855-660-4261 is our number. Just to leave you with this about the skin, if you use exfoliating agents, things like alpha hydroxy acid, and as we'll talk about tomorrow, retinoic acid, because this is all really about vitamin A. If you use retinoic acid and alpha-hydroxy acids, glycolic acid, or what are called beta-hydroxy acid, salicylic acid, you can improve differentiation. You can improve the movement, the efficiency, the health of the movement of cells from the bottom to the top. And this makes alpha-hydroxy acids, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, lactic acid, as well as retinoic acid so important when it comes to these differentiation related skin health issues like acne, even psoriasis, and eczema. I still hear people talking about how you should not use alpha-hydroxy acids. I hear sometimes doctors, even skincare professionals, estheticians, and such, talking about how you don't want to use these things. They don't know what they're talking about, in my humble opinion, because they don't understand this differentiation process. There's nothing that we know of that you could use topically that has more differentiation stabilizing effects than alpha-hydroxy acids, sometimes beta-hydroxy acid, salicylic acid, and retinoic acid, vitamin A. Retinoic acid in particular is effective to help stabilize this differentiation process, because not only do you get exfoliation, but you also get vitamin A, which is really, really important for the differentiation process. We will talk about that tomorrow, and we'll also tell you about how a pimple really forms. What exactly is a pimple? We get these things. Most people get, at one time or another in their lives, they're going to get a zit, a pimple. But what exactly is a pimple, and how does it relate to this differentiation health crisis? And how can you use vitamins, and how can you use nutritional strategies to avoid the formation of comedones, zits, pimples, whatever you want to call them? We'll do that tomorrow as we continue talking about vitamin A and the skin, and vitamin A and osteoporosis on the bright side. All right, 855-660-4261 is our number. If you want to learn more about the longevity products, head over to brightsideben.com, click on our shopping cart, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. Let's go off to Indiana, take our first call today. Larry, welcome to the Bright Side. What's up, buddy?
Good morning. Good morning. Ben, I want to thank you so much for what you've done for me personally. I've been listening to you for about 3 months, and I mean, you've helped me so much. I listen to everything you say, awesome. And I've taken your advice. I have several chronic conditions all over my body: osteoarthritis, inflammation of the bowels. Let's see, high blood pressure, you name it. I'm almost 59 years old.
We can fix you up, buddy. You can have all those things go away. Everything you said is easy to reverse. Every single one of those things.
Oh, yeah, and it's already working.
It's already starting.
Because,
Good deal.
I've been, first of all, I fired 2 of my doctors.
Good for
because they were just using me for an ATM machine.
That's how it goes, man.
And I went to a gastroenterologist, and he told me, on the first visit, he didn't know anything about me. And I told him about my problems, and he was busy typing into the computer, putting my information into the records. And after the visit, he said, well, I'm going to put you on Nexium. And he didn't even know what was wrong with me.
Can you believe it,
and
man?
Needless to say, I did not fill that prescription.
Good for you. You know how many people would have filled that, Larry? Millions of people fill a prescription just like that.
I know. And I just, as a matter of fact, I've gotten off of all my prescription medications. Nice. I'm on nothing right now. I'm just on nutrition.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And high blood pressure is going down. It's staying within normal range.
Wow.
My pain in my gut is decreasing. I listen to your advice and not eat so much. I drink my nutrition as much as possible now.
Yeah.
It really works.
No kidding. Thanks so much for sharing that. Appreciate it. Everybody listening, check that out, man. This can happen to everybody. We do not have to be condemned to our medical crises, whatever they are, and you do not have to be condemned to the pharmaco-medical surgical model of cutting and slashing and burning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Larry. How can we help you today, bro?
Yeah, I want to specifically ask you about how essential oils work. I've been hearing a lot about that. Aromatic oils, like lavender, peppermint, whatever. I heard you say that are hard to absorb through your skin, and I was wondering, how does that work when you put it on your skin? Does it actually heal things in your body?
That's a great question. We don't talk a lot about essential oils on this program because I consider them to be more medicinal than nutritional. There's a distinction I make between nutrition and medicine. There's times when medicine can be helpful for relieving symptoms and maybe sometimes rebalancing things. But for the most part, in my experience, and I've got 27 plus years of experience at this thing, our diseases don't involve lack of medicine. There's no lack of essential fatty oil or lack of essential oil deficiency disease. But there's plenty of lack of nutrition deficiency diseases. There's nothing caused by a lack of essential oils. You can you can live a perfectly healthy, fine life without any essential oils, but if you take vitamin C out of the diet, or vitamin E, or vitamin A, or vitamin K, or EFAs, or any nutritional component, you're going to be in big trouble. So to me, nutrition is primary. Now, as far as medicines go, essential oils are certainly going to be much less toxic, although there is some toxicity associated with essential oils. You certainly wouldn't want to drink a bunch of some essential oils. Anyway, essential oils have a medicinal quality that can be beneficial for certain things. For example, lavender can be very soothing for the skin. Lavender oil, chaparral oil's got antiviral properties and antibacterial properties. Various essential oils are going to give you different medicinal qualities. So if you want to have some medicines and you want to have a medicinal treatment, say for skin, a skin health issue maybe, or maybe for a burn or for a scrape or for some kind of wound, essential oils can be helpful. Inhaling essential oils can also be stabilizing. There are compounds in essential oils, volatile, that means they disperse in the air very readily, that can have medicinal properties when you breathe them in or when you apply them to the skin. For the most part, the skin is going to be a very effective barrier to most substances, but because of the volatility, because of how light, if you will, and how airy and how what's the word I'm looking for to say volatile? Do you know what I mean when I say volatile? How they disperse very readily into the air. The volatility of essential oils means that they're going to get through that skin barrier much more effectively than most substances will. And you can indeed get some penetration of medicines by using essential oils topically. But again, these are not nutritional in the sense that you don't absolutely have to have them. There's no essential oil deficiency diseases. These things act more like medicines, and while they can be effective, to me, I'm always looking at taking care of problems at the causal level, and there's no causal relationship between essential oils and disease states. So I don't really talk too much about essential oils. I hope that helps you, Larry. And thanks so much for sharing those kind words. I appreciate it, and I hope everybody out there is listening. All right, buddy. Thank you so much, Larry. We're going to come back with more of your phone calls. 855-660-4261 is your number. You're listening to The Bright Side. Hi, everyone. I'm Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist and host of The Bright Side. The good news about nutrition and health. The good news that if you or someone you care about is on a prescription drug or has some kind of health challenge, there's a gentle, natural, healthy way to address most health issues without drugs and without doctors, and it's as simple as understanding how the parts of the body work and how they interact with the foods we eat and the nutrients we take in. If you've heard me on The Bright Side or at one of my presentations, you know I'm a man on a mission to help you understand health and wellness and the remarkable healing powers of a biological system called the human body. And if you like The Bright Side, you're going to love my new website, brightsideben.com. You'll find articles and links. You'll be able to access archives, and we'll even have exclusive information that you won't hear on the radio show. And of course, you can purchase the Longevity nutritional supplements and even sign up to join my Longevity team and make an impact, make a difference, and maybe make some money too. Check out brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com, or call 866-735-2470 for more information.
There is a false sense of security that the greatest economic crash since the Great Depression is over. But unemployment is still at a 20-year high, and until Americans are working again, the economy has not recovered. What is the smartest investment you can make? It's food. Having a supply of eFoods Direct 25-year shelf-life food is your best investment for the troubled times today and the future. For 32 years, the folks at eFoods Direct have helped thousands take the trouble out of troubled times. So to celebrate our 32-year anniversary, get the best insurance possible with a special one-time offer. A 2-month food supply for only $320 and free shipping. That's 352 servings of our newest and most popular award-winning recipes at less than $1 per serving. The 25-year shelf life allows you to lock your food cost against inflation. Call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex. The 2-month supply is only available for a limited time. Call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, listen carefully. Sweeping changes to IRS policies will help more people than ever eliminate their tax debts once and for all. And now, I can help you reduce or eliminate your tax debts and end your tax nightmare. Hi, I'm Dan Pilla. I've helped thousands of people reduce and eliminate tax debts they couldn't pay, and after more than 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, I can tell you there's no such thing as a hopeless tax case. And with the IRS's new policies, it's easier than ever to put your tax debt behind you once and for all. Call now at 800-346-6829 to learn how I can help you. You know your IRS debt will not go away by itself, but you don't have to live in fear anymore. Call 800-346-6829. Learn how I can help you eliminate wage and bank levies, release tax liens, and negotiate a settlement with the IRS that will put your tax nightmare behind you forever. Call 800-34-NO-TAX or go to taxhelponline.com. That's taxhelponline.com.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
America's #1 source for independent talk radio for over a decade. We are the GCN Radio Network.
Welcome back to The Bright Side. Steve in Illinois. What's going on?
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, I want to thank you for everything you do. Your show is awesome on spreading the word.
Thank you.
I have a buddy that has type 1 diabetes, and the doctors have him on statin drugs.
Oh, geez.
And I want to know how to get him off that.
That's no problem. They're very easy to get off of. What are they using the statin drugs for? Cholesterol?
Yeah.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with the diabetes.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so I see what you're saying. He just has type 1 diabetes, and he's also on cholesterol-lowering drugs. Well, here's the deal. Cholesterol is the quintessential anabolic building substance in the body. And I don't know how much more clear I could be about cholesterol. You guys, cholesterol should never, ever be suppressed. Cholesterol production should never, ever be suppressed pharmacologically. Ever, 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 ever. Maybe if you have some kind of weird genetic thing where you're producing ridiculous amounts of it, there's a disease called hypercholesterolemia, familial hypercholesterolemia, where you produce ridiculous amounts of it, maybe then. But for the most part, if you have elevated blood cholesterol, it is a sign of a broken down chemistry in the body. And as we've said so many times before, all disease is cell disease. You want to look at nutrition, and you want to look at inflammation through the digestive system. In the case of cholesterol, you're probably looking at a problem with blood sugar, and this is blood sugar issues and diabetes obviously go hand in type 1 diabetes and problems with blood sugar go hand in hand. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease of the pancreas. It keeps the body from processing sugar effectively. Your friend is a type 1 diabetic. Diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic. That's an autoimmune disease where the body does not make insulin. However, most of us have insulin problems. Just by living in our culture, just by eating the standard American diet, just by eating foods that even we think are good foods, we're going to be throwing off our body's ability to process sugar. When the body doesn't process sugar correctly, when insulin levels start to fluctuate incorrectly, and that's what happens with type 2 diabetes, the next step is problems with cholesterol. There's a very close relationship between insulin and cholesterol, between blood sugar and cholesterol. When your blood sugar goes up inappropriately, when insulin is not handling blood sugar, the body doesn't know whether it's supposed to be building or it's not supposed to be building. Cholesterol, because it's an anabolic building substance, cholesterol levels will start to rise as your blood sugar control gets thrown off. This is the single most important reason for cholesterol problems. It is the primary cause of elevated cholesterol. And I'm talking about insulin problems and blood sugar problems. So if you want to lower your sugar or lower your cholesterol, okay, listen up, guys. And Steve, if your friend wants to get off his statin drugs, and anybody wants to get off their statin drugs, which I highly recommend you do, start working on blood sugar and then start working on your digestive health. And by the way, the more cholesterol you eat, the less cholesterol your body will make. You tell that to your knuckleheaded doctor. The more cholesterol you eat, the less cholesterol your body will make. That means one of the best ways to lower your body's production of cholesterol is to eat cholesterol. And I'm not talking about cooked or rancid cholesterol necessarily, because that, as we said before, is a problem. But eggs, for example, if you don't cook your eggs too much, or organ meats, if you don't cook those too much, as sources of cholesterol, can help lower your body's production of cholesterol. Eating less sugar, eating less refined flour, eating less processed food are great strategies for lowering cholesterol naturally. And by the way, when you lower your cholesterol or lower your blood sugar, not only will you lower your cholesterol, but you'll lose weight and your blood pressure will drop as well. All by restricting your intake of refined carbohydrates and sugars. There's no upside to those kinds of food, people. There's no upside to bread. There's no upside to cereal. There's no upside to bagels and pasta. There's a slight upside to potatoes if you eat the skin, but there's certainly not very much of an upside if you eat mashed potatoes. There's no upside to these foods, and there's so much downside. If you find you're addicted to these foods, by the way, and you can't get off of them, eat more protein. Eat more essential fatty acids. If you are serious about lowering your cholesterol, Steve, if your friend's serious about lowering his cholesterol and he's serious about getting off of statin drugs, have him do 2 whey protein smoothies a day, crack a raw egg in there or 2 raw eggs in there if you can do it, and then mix it up with some Udo's blend oil. Throw in some coconut oil. Throw in some lecithin. If he needs it to be a little sweet, have him throw some berries in there. Some frozen organic berries, or maybe put a little stevia or a little bit of xylitol in there, just a little bit. If he uses the One World Whey, that's plenty sweet. He won't need to have any sweetener in there. And I love the One World Whey, and the guy, Steve Hewer, who runs the company that produces the One World Whey, is a great guy. So order the One World Whey, and then have him do 2 of those smoothies a day. And then he won't crave the breads and the pastas and the sugary, insulin spiking and blood sugar spiking foods. I guarantee you, if he does this for 2 weeks, 14 days, he will notice not only his cholesterol levels dropping like a stone, he'll notice his blood pressure will drop, and he'll notice he's losing weight. Guarantee. Keep him on. Make sure he's getting his micronutrition. That means the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And also for cholesterol lowering, use nutrients that protect or stabilize blood sugar, protect against elevated blood sugar, help improve insulin response, and keep the blood sugar stable. Those will also lower cholesterol. I'm talking about thiamine, vitamin B1. I'm talking about niacin, vitamin B3. I'm talking about chromium and vanadium, which you'll get in the sweeties from Youngevity. I'm talking about magnesium, 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams a day. You'll get that in the OsteoMag. I'm talking about alpha-lipoic acid, 200 to 300 milligrams a day. I'm talking about taurine, 100 to 200 milligrams a day. I'm talking about arginine, 1,000 milligrams a day, 500 to 1,000 milligrams a day. And I'm talking about choline, 100 to 200, maybe even 300 milligrams a day. If you do all of those things, make sure he's doing his protein smoothies, restricting his intake of refined carbohydrates and sugars and insulin-spiking foods, guarantee the cholesterol levels will drop, he'll be off his poison statin drugs, and he'll lose weight, and his blood pressure will drop as well. Does that help you, my man?
Yeah, he just ordered the Healthy Start Pack 2.0.
Only those other things, because the BTT is great in the Healthy Start Pack. The essential fatty acids are great, but the Sweeties is super important, and the Sweeties and the OsteoMag. Now, this is everything I just told you is going to help him tremendously, but it's by no means everything he needs to do. But he'll notice results, and that's the most important thing here, is to notice results. When you get your clients, or when you start to notice results, it's so inspiring. That's really when you get going on a good nutritional supplement program. For you guys who want to start to maybe get your toe wet, dip your toe in the water in a nutritional supplement program, or maybe help somebody else get on a nutritional supplement program, a loved one or friend or a family member, it's so important that you guys or whoever you're trying to help out notices results quickly. And with these kinds of strategies, reduce just something as simple as reducing your intake of refined carbohydrates and replacing those calories with protein, you're going to notice results quickly, and that's when you can really get going, and that's when you can really get motivated to start a good nutritional supplement program.
What about gluten, Ben?
Gluten, absolutely, it's going to be a problem. Anything that messes up his digestive system and puts a stress on the system, stress on the body can be a problem. Some people can use gluten, but a lot of people can't. And keep in mind, it's not just gluten. Gluten, it gets all the publicity. Gluten gets all the press, but there's many compounds in these grains and in vegetables in general that can cause problems. So you got to monitor your digestive response. Notice cramping, bloating, diarrhea, loose stools, and then connect those up with foods and eliminate the foods. Yes, gluten indeed can be a problem. And there's a lot of literature now that's talking about how probiotics, good bacteria, and digestive problems are associated and can come before type 1 diabetes. So there's a very important relationship that's starting to show up in laboratory and in epidemiological studies that's connecting digestive problems, probiotics, gluten intolerance to type 1 diabetes. So, that could definitely be a link. And by the way, there's also a very important relationship between vitamin A and diabetes, which we'll be talking about here in the next couple of days, how using vitamin A can help improve insulin response. That's another supplement.
Do you poach your eggs? What's the best way to cook
I use my eggs raw, and occasionally I'll do soft-boiled eggs, but I use my eggs. I crack a couple eggs in my smoothie every morning raw.
Oh, okay, great. Hey, thanks a lot, Ben.
God bless, buddy. Take care. All right, let's see if we can, you know what? We're not going to be able to get any more calls in. If I left you on hold, I apologize. Try calling back first thing tomorrow. You guys, you got to get on the phones early so we can get to all your calls, 855-660-4261. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Tomorrow we'll continue talking about pimples, zits, comedones, whatever you want to call them, and how they're related to vitamin A deficiency, how you can use vitamin A internally, and how you can use vitamin A topically to help clear up acne-prone skin, and also how you can use topical vitamin A for wrinkles as we continue our discussion on osteoporosis and nutritional supplementation. Check out my website, brightsideben.com. Click on the Join the Team link and start yourself a longevity business and join me in my mission to help educate the world about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Attention citizens of Northern Arizona, are you prepared? If not, now's your chance to get prepared at the Arizona Survivalist Prepper Expo, August 24th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Tim's Toyota Center in Prescott Valley. Visit with Arizona-based and national suppliers of such items as freeze-dried foods, solar ovens, solar equipment, tactical gear, camping gear, water filtration supplies, and much more. Do you need a bug-out bag? Do you need to stock up on freeze-dried food? Are you curious what a solar oven is? Take a tour of the Ultimate Bunker, a portable above or below ground survival shelter. Visit with Doomsday Prepper stars from around Arizona, such as Tim Ralston of Gear Up and Brian Moffitt of Extreme Defense USA. Informative speakers will be providing valuable insight every hour on such topics as long-term food storage and emergency first aid skills. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your neighbors. We won't rest until every citizen in Arizona is prepared. Visit our website, ArizonaSurvivalistshows.com.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you. Has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day, unique, affordable survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit MyPatriotSupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.